Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my wine channel. Today I'm doing a video and I'm going to make a plug. I have this wine here to plug my other video, which I made a video, very good video I think, on La Machoke. So please view that video. That'll be at the end of this video. But I thought I'd do a video just on my wine topic series on how to kind of create an inventory for your wines. I know a lot of people have various programs. I'm pretty simple. I just have an Excel spreadsheet. So in this video, I'm just going to show you what I do with my Excel spreadsheet. I have one for my wines here that I drink, and then I also have one to keep track of some of my auction wines, which are in long-term storage and which I may sell in the future. So this is just a list, part of my list from my computer. So it's just as simple as you can see, a very simple Excel spreadsheet. And again, this is for people that have, I think, under 400 bottles. You really don't need to have more than 400 bottles in your working cellar. You know, there should be some you can have some storage sites, but in your working cellar, if you have under 200 bottles, it's really just a very simple way. So what I do, again, I have the wine name. If you can see on the first column, I have the wine name. I review it. I think I have to update. I haven't reviewed it for a couple of months. I just list the wine in alphabetical order, the year, whether it's red, white, champagne, port, the number of bottles I had when I purchased it, what is the price, and then when to drink. And I take this from mostly from Wine Spectator. You'll see I've got the rating from Wine Spectator. Some of these wines, like the BC wines, don't have ratings, and sometimes I will use local raters. This is a local wine reviewer because no one has rated this. And for this one example, this Michaud that I have on the bottom, I don't think it has a Wine Spectator rating, so I use Wine Advocate. But it's a very simple thing, and then you can add one more column that just totals up the total amount that you have. Like if you want to add an extra column so you know how much you have in wine inventory, that's how you can do your price per bottle. But very simple. The other thing I do is that unfortunately in this screenshot, I don't have any bottles that are aged for long term, but I bold everything that is drinkable, that is, you know, drinking right now. But if it's like if it starts at 2023 when it starts to drink, I actually put it in non-bold. So I kind of, in a way, in my mind, figure out when I look at what I can drink, I actually look at only the bold wines, and only on very, very special occasions would I take out a wine that's not bolded. So when I'm talking about auction wines, the setup is fairly similar, but just a slightly different. So you'll see here I have the wine name, I have the number of bottles, I have when I bought it, then I have the total, and then that will calculate my price per bottle. The rating is a little different because with this one, I will take the ratings that were given to me in the auction magazine or wherever I bought it from. So that's a little bit more important because this is for long-term storage. It's for investment, so I might need a little bit more statistics. This is the good until range. And so this is a little bit different in terms of how I bold things. When I bold something, this means that I may consider actually bringing this back to drink, whereas the other ones are much more for long-term storage and for investment. This is the range that was in, so this one in the notes will be, I bought it at HDA Retail, I bought this Entrepreneur, I bought this at auction, and you'll see the which auction I bought it at and which lot it was. This is what I paid for it, and this is what the range was in the auction house. So in the magazine was $450 to $650, and I bought it for $550 American. So, and that's just statistics. It's good to, if you are thinking of a long-term investment, potentially if you're going to sell it 10 or 15 years later, you'd like to know if you had made some money, and you'd also like to know kind of what you paid for it. So that, and statistics are good because you can always reference where you got the wine. This is very important if you potentially are going to make this investment wine. You have to know where it comes from. When I bring it back into my regular cellar, my working cellar, it doesn't matter as much because I'm drinking it. So it doesn't really matter where I got it or how much I paid for it as much. Hope this has been helpful. I just wanted to kind of say that it's for most people, just a simple spreadsheet, it doesn't have to be complicated, just to be very readable, and has to be easy to access in terms of figuring out what wines you have. And that's kind of how I do things. I have a couple hundred bottles, and it seems to work for me. I hope this has been useful. Until next time, happy drinking.